4 walls and an electrical outlet over there, and you got to figure out what sequence to shoot the stuff. And I'm sure that for people who are big fans of collectibles later in game, that's going to be a great thing. I kind of got sick of it, though, personally.
You can ignore all that. You don't have to do it. That's just for like the people who want to get it 100%.
Yeah.
You can't complain about a game having too much stuff in it, you know?
Sure, I can.
That is true.
Sure, I can, because I want to see the end of that Riddler content. I wanted to get the game to the point where I could confront the
YouTube, mate. Just YouTube.
I agree with Nick right there, man. I mean, the game is giving you options. You don't have to finish everything just because you're fucking obsessive, Jeff. Don't blame the game on that. Now. Understand? You're like a Batman villain now. You want to kill Batman because he gave you too much stuff to do. They should put your ass in Arkham Asylum next.
I'll get you next time, Batman.
I do have some complaints about the game. I already named some with the villains. I mean, one of the things that people love about the recent versions of Batman and the Joker are your voice actors, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, who Mark Hamill says that this is his last time doing the Joker. He's retiring after this, and yeah, that's what they all say. But,
right.
Yeah, but I love their voices in the game. They have a lot of great voices in the game. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill being one of them, or a couple of them. Then you have like Hugo Strange has a great voice. I thought Mr. Freeze had a great voice in there. But there's some people who just annoy the hell out of me. I've never liked Harley Quinn's.
Oh, don't you dare say anything against Harley Quinn. She's the hottest girl in the Batman universe.
Damn, she's a cartoon character, goddammit.
Oh, yeah, well, you were a second ago saying, oh, man, Catwoman, I'll just have her in all fours for, like, for an hour and shit.
She's real, though. No.
Yeah. and you know what? For what it's worth, she's sticking her ass up in the camera more than Harley Quinn is. So I believe. Are you kidding me? That's more believability.
Those outfits she's wearing, fucking hell, she's hot, man. And especially when she's all gagged up and stuff. Oh my god, I got my jollies off.
let me ask you something. Have you ever fucked Harley Quinn before?
No. Have you ever fucked?
Then shut the hell up. Yeah, I have fucked Catwoman.
You fucked a cat in your house. That's about it.
You know how many girlfriends I had dressed up in that costume before? But how many girlfriends have you dressed up like a clown? That's what I thought.
I'm gonna have my one girl dress up as Harley Quinn. I'll make sure of that, and I'll send you pictures just to prove my point.
Nick is into clown porn.
This is going in a weird direction.
People, write in the comments below if you think Harley Quinn is hot. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say she
Harley
wasn't
Quinn's hot, but Catwoman's hotter.
The voice is the thing that annoys me. Even if she was real and I was having sex with her, I'd probably have to tell her to get the hell out of my place talking like that because I couldn't take it. I can't stand that voice. Even Catwoman, I have a complaint with. I thought that she gave too many cat puns. I didn't even play her, but there were points in there that she was, making all those cat jokes. And as much as sexy as I find her animation is just a little bit overdone with the slinking left and right. Catwoman has always been a character that's
blasphemy.
Overdone to me.
You say that about Catwoman, and yet not one ice pun from Mr. Freeze the entire time.
Nobody wants that. No one wants to hear like "chill out, bird boy."
If I could pay $5 to get the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze in Arkham City, I would totally do that.
If I could pay $10 to keep that from happening, I would do that.
If I had a minor complaint about the voice acting, it would be more along the lines of like when you're just sort of like looking around and exploring, and Batman is going, "I need to get to like the museum," and it like repeats it like every like 15 seconds. Oh yeah. God, it got so annoying. I'm just trying to collect the Riddler clues, man. I know where I gotta go. Stop reminding me every 15 seconds.
If there was ever any indication that Batman was crazy, is that he keeps repeating the same thing to himself over and over and over again. Yeah, they did the same thing to me. I can't leave her in there. I must go back and help her. I was like, I got it, man. I'm trying to find a goddamn door. Maybe you can help me with that instead of repeating the same thing. So also some of the combat as you're wandering around the city, that gets a little bit repetitive too. I mean, because you do a lot of flying, and one of the drawbacks of the game being so huge is that, if you get a mission that you have to go to and you're on one end of the city, they can make that mission on the other end of the city. And that means that you got to like glide and fly for a while. On top of that, you're going to run into the random battle. And that's where combat probably would seem repetitive, is when you have to keep fighting over and over again to get to your point.
I actually really like the traversal, though. I mean, just between the gliding and hooking on to the next thing and then kind of like, boosting up into the air. I thought that was extremely well done because it kept you from having to run across rooftops, taking forever to get from one side of the city to the other, and it also gave you that feeling of being, swooping and flying over Arkham City and seeing everything from above. It was probably one of my favorite parts of the game, was just traversal.
Yeah.
Hey, but those goddamn AR challenges, if I heard that woman say, AR challenge failed one more time, I was going to grab my TV and put my fist through it.
See, Jeff, just don't do them. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you don't have to do everything. Well, it's drive you insane.
You got something for doing the first 4. I thought surely you get something for doing the last 5. No.
I failed the first one and said to hell with it. I didn't do any of it. I beat the game without shit.
Wait, so you didn't?
I personally found the AR woman's voice kind of sexy, you know, because she sounds like one of those women before the porno saying, "The following program has sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised."
Nick, who's,
wow, you need to get laid quick, man. Everything about this, I think this game has turned you on more than any other game. Like the voice, Harley Quinn, Catwoman. You probably want to fuck Batman too. I mean, this game is really like getting you off, man.
But wait a minute.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But
Arkham City, when Nick became a man.
I tell you what got me off. I mean, and really, this made me just hard, man. I love when you're like stalking guys, and you just take them out one by one, and all those guys who've been talking shit before, like, yeah, come on out, baby, yeah, you chicken, and then when you start taking guys out, that one of those last 2 guys left, and one of them's like, man, well, every man for himself, I'm gonna get out of here, and the other guy's like, don't hurt me, Batman, please don't hurt me, I'll tell you anything you want to know, and then you just come down and take those last 2 guys out, and I love just stalking these guys, man.
What was that last part, Corey? I don't remember any of the guards ever talking like that before.
Oh, when they became like a racist black stereotype?
Yeah.
Oh, please don't hurt me, Batman, sir. Ours gives up, sir.
Batman's all, no more minstrel shows for you, big guy.
Yeah, this city's so gone crazy. But, man, you know, I tell you, to get down to our review here, man, all those complaints that I have to say that they are small. I mean, they're valid, but they are small. This game really does give you the sense of control and the sense of scope. And as crazy as the story is, it is a dark, epic story. And it feels like you feel like Batman. You feel like you're in a great, I would guess, graphic novel that they've written specifically as an offshoot story for Batman. And, you know, the gameplay is great. The exploration is stealth. It's smooth. I love this game, man. If we had to go, I don't know what our ratings are still, but if I had to go that high, I would say this is better than sex.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
bold
I
statement.
love this game.
Don't apologize.
Bitches.
Don't apologize.
Oh no, because the same thing is I'm kind of fighting, you know, between full price and better than sex myself, because it really is that good of a game. You know, fuck it, better than sex. Yeah, I'm gonna give it better than sex.
You better.
I've leveled a lot of criticism against the game, but I'm going to say that it was a goddamn hell of a lot of fun while I was playing it. I think everything is probably a little bit better than Arkham Asylum, except for the story. But other than that, it was a damn good time, and I will give it a high full price.
I'll agree with that. I had an absolute blast with it. It is really one of the best games I've played in ages. I do have a lot of criticisms about it, but a lot of that's just nitpicking. It's not perfect. It's probably not something that I'll go and revisit anytime soon or try to unlock all the Riddler bullshit. I thought there was just so many things that they executed perfectly. So many things about it that are just amazing. So again, yeah, high full price.
I'm going to give it a full price, but you know, you got to go into it again, understand that it's a stealth game, and you do need a lot of patience. And it is rewarding, but you know, if you go in thinking it's an action game, you're going to be somewhat disappointed unless you want to throw it on easy. You know, you play it on normal, and it can be a bit of a challenge. So keep that in mind. And you got to input codes if you want to play Catwoman, which sucks. But other than that, yeah, full price.
He grudgingly says.
Yeah, he's so fucking reluctant.
I know I know it's user error on my part. Believe me, I know. I'm no good at stealth games, so I mean, I know that there's a good game in here, but
that's right. We talked about that before. That's what he was doing. Kevin was the one that was like tripping over boxes and shit trying to get to the hero.
It's like Jerry Lewis as Batman.
Yeah. Pretty lady. But, yeah. But you know, his cape was snagging on shit. But you know what, man? I will say one of the things that made me pissed about this game, it almost took away a grade for me, is that, you know, a lot of these villains, man, they do some heinous shit in this game. And Batman, he comes in talking all tough. That's some of the dialogue that I didn't like about it. Like his voice work, Kevin Conroy's voice work was great, but then they give him lines like, "You're mine, Joker," or "This ends now," which I thought were cheesy lines, but it's like, okay, Batman, you mean business. That's what you're all about. But then he comes up to the villains and talks all that bad shit, But when the villains are dying, like when they're bleeding to death, he gets on the ground. He's like, oh, hold on, I'll save you. Just hold on for a little bit longer. And I'm just like that lover of his that are dying. I'm like, this whole killing thing, man, you got to give that up. The Joker's sitting up there telling you, I'm killing half this city, and you're just going to let him slide. That pisses me off to no end with this game, man.
That's just Batman, though. Batman always does that. He never kills. That's his biggest problem. If he fucking killed, the Joker and the Penguin and all those other villains, Gotham wouldn't be such a shithole. Okay,
killed on purpose. We all know Batman killed some people by accident. The way he's slamming heads on the concrete and snapping people's neck. He knows he's killed somebody, but he's still talking that shit. I will never kill. Meanwhile, he's like stepping on some guy's spine. Get the fuck. There are so many criminals who probably have reform, but are like sipping through a tube or paralyzed from the waist down.
Batman, you're not killing them, but is it really better to turn them into a damn quadriplegic?
Health insurance in Gotham City is outrageous.
I know.
You want to see one of those PSAs with some guy, who has to blow into a straw to move his chair. And it's like in Harvey Dent's thing to get reelected. He's like, Batman did this to me. I was doing a beer run. Stop vigilantism in Gotham today, quote Harvey Dent.
It would be a shame to get blood all over my nice new outfit.
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.